Why do billionaires do charity? Some say it is because they are generous and have a good heart. Others say they are probably gaining something from it. But no one really has a clue as to why billionaires are so hyped up about doing charity work. That is why in today's special Behind the Business episode, we're going to be taking a look at why billionaires or anyone really does charity. But before we continue, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be the first to be notified of new Behind the Business videos that we post every week. Let's begin. We are also proud to say that Behind the Business is honored to be getting behind the hashtag teamseas movement, an initiative to clean up the seas, but more on that later. Also, don't worry if you don't have any money to donate. We'll share with you at the end of the video how you can still help out, so stick around. Now, back to the video. Forbes estimates that the top billionaires in the world have given away $149 billion in their lifetimes, and regardless of how rich you are, that is a huge sum of money. But it also brings up the question on why billionaires would just give away their hard-earned money just like that. Well, that's what we are here to find out, aren't we? When you are a big earner, raking in millions upon millions every year, you would think that it is easy to give away your money just like that. But if you think about it, in what world would you be okay to part ways with several $1 million every year? And this is exactly what the rich are thinking as well. Due to their huge incomes, the tax bill for these people often ends up being somewhere in the millions. And if you think that all billionaires are okay with throwing this money away, then you are mistaken. That is why they turn to charities. On the surface of things, it might seem like a very innocent, good way of giving back to the community. But is it really? It is reported that in a bid to protect their wealth, the majority of billionaires find some charity or foundation to turn to for tax deductions. Now, what is a tax deduction? Here's a little history on it. Back in the early days in America, there was literally no such thing as income tax. It was only till the introduction of the 16th Amendment which allowed the government to assess an income tax. Now, before all these happened, big names such as John Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie already set up their philanthropic organizations. And the lawmakers saw that these sorts of social capital should be protected from a tax on higher incomes, unless the government wants to find itself paying for philanthropy programs that was previously funded voluntarily out of the donor's own pockets. Thus, the deduction for charitable donations, designed specifically to make sure rich people would keep donating to their foundations even after the enactment of the income tax. Thus, the deduction was invented, incentivizing the rich to continue donating. To put it very simply, a tax deduction is a sum of money you are able to offset from the total taxable income. And you might be thinking, sign me up, I also want that tax write-off. So how does the rich go about it? Charities, foundations, nonprofits. These are the key to tax deductions. According to the law, the amount you can deduct from your annual tax bill has increased from 50 to 60%, which means it's fully taken advantage of. You can end up only paying 40% of your tax bill. Now, wouldn't that be nice? All this talk of donation is good, but it is still money out to good causes, right? Wrong. Billionaires are able to set up their own foundations or charities and donate their own money to their own foundations. Once the charitable donation is in the hands of their foundation, guess what? The foundations are able to use it to their own expense and for their own cause. The foundation can choose to buy real estate, fund parties all in the name of a good cause, and we will never know what happens. An excellent example of that will be with the founder of GoPro. When GoPro launched its IPO a few years back, the founders suddenly found themselves $3 billion richer. Well, most people will be excited at the opportunity, but the tax bill was also tremendous. Instead, what happened was Jill and Nicholas Woodman announced that they were donating 5.8 million shares of GoPro stock, or approximately $500 million to charity. And yes, you guessed it, the charity the money went to was the Jill and Nicholas Woodman Foundation. On top of saving them a pretty penny when it came to tax day, it also gave their image a wholesome and generous refresh. But 4 years on, we can't find any trace of the Woodman Foundation or that $500 million. You see where this is going? And that is just one example of how things are run. There are still many more billionaires who run the show like that. So for all of those aspiring billionaires and entrepreneurs out there, do think about what kind of charity you are going to start in the future. You know, just in case. Of course, this point of view is a drastic one and perhaps a very, very extreme one, highlighting the many ways that billionaires operate around the world. But the truth is, there are some who give away money out of their own goodwill. Someone whose heart is in the community and really cares to do some good for the public. Like, for example, Ocean Conservancy. Ocean Conservancy is a nonprofit organization that strives to clean up our oceans. They are the best in the business when it comes to this, and that is why they are also a part of Team Seas. But it is definitely not easy, and we need your help to get this done. For every $1 donated, 1 pound of trash gets taken out of the ocean. This year, in light of Team Seas, our goal is to raise $30 million by the end of the year, so that 30 million pounds of trash can be removed from our oceans, rivers, and beaches, thus protecting the cute sea life like this turtle or this manatee. Don't tell me you aren't donating after seeing that. So if you would like to go donate, click the links in the description below and let's save the planet together. If you don't have the money to donate to the hashtag Team Seas movement, fret not. 100% of the ad revenue from this video will be going directly to the Team Seas movement as long as this video is up. So all you have to do is watch this video over and over again. So what are you waiting for? Let's do our part to save the Earth. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be the first to be notified of new behind the business videos we post every week. Be inspired, and we will see you in the next one. Since you made it all the way to this point, here are 2 more videos that we know you are going to love. Go on, click it. You know you'll want to.